This is the Easy Tool Universal Scissor Sharpener from about late 60s. You mount the scissor in here like this, then you adjust this height to get to where it contacts the blade at the right angle. And generally you put something over here so you don't poke your eye out on the scissor sticking up in the air, that open piece. Then you go like this across. You can experiment. This got a coarse blade and a fine blade. These square blades, you can, it's not really cutting right. You can look at the edge on here, adjust this height to get it to where you're just cutting it off the whole surface. Right now it's too low. It's cutting over here, so I'll raise it up, but I've got to shear off some material, so I've got to sharpen this pair of big scissors. You can also use this on pinking shears too. These are really nice to use, a scissor sharpener, and you can get these things razor sharp, so it'll just cut through paper or laminate just like butter. But if you use it the wrong way, you're going to screw up a pair of scissors. You have to have a good pair of scissors. You need to make sure this is tight on here, and it's only really basically using the edge. And once you get them really sharp, you want to make sure you don't let somebody use them on the wrong materials, because it's just like tearing up a knife. Use cutting wire or something. But it's basically only cutting on this very inward edge here. I'm using a Sharpie to kind of marking here to see what's coming off. Also look at the rust. I can see I've got this raised up some to get this to where it's cutting correctly on here. It's like sharpening a knife. You got to get the technique down. Distribute the wear across the entire blade and the entire stone. You can see here I've just about got this bound up. I need to rotate this around some. This will swivel. I'm going to undo this and do the other side now. Let me flip it around here. I've got it flipped around. I'm going to use the coarser stone and just look at this real quick to see if it's adjusted right. There's kind of a nick right through here, and I just popped it out. No matter how many ways you do this, somebody's going to tell you can do it differently. I like to do it like this in the final polishing. What happens if you use one of these a lot, you'll tend to wear a lot of this down. So it's the primary area that tends to get used. Depends what you're cutting. Those are very sharp right now. Only this edge really cuts. Again, you get this. This is adjusted this way to match the scissors with the Z height adjust. This is the clamp. You want to get the scissors so it's this way and this way, so it's cutting true. Once you got them all sharpened here, you want to make sure you don't let somebody else go ahead and use them on some junk materials. You should use a cheap pair of scissors for doing stuff that you're going to tear up scissors, but a good pair like this is very high strength steel. It'll cut through materials. You can just push it right through on certain materials. That's the Universal Easy Tool, Des Moines, Iowa. And this is, I believe, a set of spare stones we got years ago in here. Not sure if it's still made, but you can replace the stones. You flip these over, distribute the wear. It's pretty cool too. Here's a piece of 5mm laminate, so it's 10 mils total. You can just go through and cut through with the scissors, just like this. So a good pair of scissors like this, you can just push it through material, like this. I'm not even moving the scissors, you just cuts on those two edges. Here's some of the stones that are from decades ago that are worn down. You can still use these. You kind of get to be dog bone shaped. That one's still got some life left in it. Got a chip. This one may be unused. It hasn't been used much. This one's really been used. There's 1/8 of an inch off of it. Tends to wear more in the center. Question is, how old are these stamps? Thomas Paine, 40 cents. Francis Parkman, American U.S. postage here.